Hi, and welcome back to our channel, where we explore the ins and outs of various investment strategies. Today, we're going to dive headfirst into the exciting and profitable world of tax lien investing. Now, if you've ever wondered how to make some serious cash with tax liens, you're in for a wild ride and a treat. So grab your hat and let's wrangle those tax liens. Now, before we saddle up and hit the trail of tax lien investing, let's get a solid grip on what tax liens are all about. A tax lien is a claim attached by the government on real estate because the owner failed to pay the real estate taxes. These liens have very high interest rates and penalties. Interest rates can be as high as 36%, and penalties, get this, as high as 50%. And the property cannot be sold without paying off that tax lien. These tax liens are auctioned off to savvy investors like you and I, giving us a chance to step into the shoes of the government and become the one who receives those high interest rates and penalties. And by the way, the interest rates and penalties are set by the government, so you don't need to negotiate those rates. They're set by law. Let's ride along the trail of tax lien investing and uncover the steps involved. The first step in your adventure is conducting thorough research. Keep an eye out for upcoming tax lien auctions or sales in your area. Get your hands on a comprehensive list of tax liens that are coming up for grabs. Now, before you hitch your wagon to any tax lien, it's crucial to perform due diligence. You need to determine if the tax lien is against a valuable property. Take a deep dive into the property's title, evaluate its market value, and uncover any potential risks or encumbrances that might impact your investment. You also need to learn the rules and the laws in the state where you're doing your tax lien investing, including what liens, if any, might be ahead of yours in priority, if you have to pay subsequent taxes to preserve your lien, meaning taxes from next year and the year after, how you go about foreclosing, and more. Educate yourself before you invest your hard-earned money. Once that's done, it's time to enter the auction corral. Get ready to compete with other savvy investors as you bid on those valuable tax liens. And remember, each auction has its own unique rules and bidding process, so saddle up and get familiar with the guidelines. If your bid wins and reigns supreme, congratulations, you've secured yourself a tax lien on the property. Now it's time to settle up with the government by paying for your tax lien and then follow through on the process to realize your profit. So all right, partners, you've wrangled yourself a tax lien. But what's the next chapter in this thrilling tale? Let's unveil the potential opportunities and the returns from tax lien investing. Now, the simplest and really the most desired outcome is when the property owner redeems the tax lien. And the way they do that is they do that by paying off the tax lien plus the interest and penalties. And as I said in part one, the interest and the penalties are very high. Now, they vary from state to state, but they're always high, and they can be as high as 36% interest and, get this, 50% penalties. Now, the interest and the penalty rates are set by law by the government, so you don't need to negotiate them. And the government is the one who interacts with the person who owes the money and collects the interest and penalties for you. The property owner pays the government, who then forwards the money to you, including the principal you paid, plus the taxes, plus the interest, plus the penalties. Now, as the lien holder, you're going to be smiling all the way to the bank as you receive your principal investment back, plus those really high interest and penalties. Now, if the property owner fails to redeem the tax lien within a specified time period, meaning they don't pay the taxes, interest, and penalties, now that time period is going to vary by state. But if they don't make it, then there's a chance for you to seize the reins. You can start foreclosure proceedings, and then, depending on the state, one of two things happens. Either you get ownership of the property for only the cost of the tax lien that you already bought, which is usually pennies on the dollar, or the property is put up for public auction at a tax deed auction, and you get paid at the end of that auction your principal, interest, and penalties, which come out of the proceeds of the auction of that property. Now, just like any adventure, tax lien investing comes with its share of risks and dangers. Some properties can have hidden issues such as legal disputes, environmental problems, even a lack of street access if you're looking at raw land. Or if it's an improved property, meaning it has a structure on it, it may need a lot of repairs. So make sure that you do your homework and make sure you're buying a lien against a valuable property, because that way either you get the property or they redeem, or it goes up for auction and you get paid. But the key to that is it's a valuable property. So stay vigilant, partner, and conduct thorough due diligence to mitigate those risks. So let me share a few tips to help you hit the bullseye in tax lien investing. First, number one, knowledge is power, and knowledge leads to success. So keep expanding your knowledge about tax lien investing, the process and the state in which you're investing, the local rules and regulations. Now, those local rules are published with each tax sale list, so make sure you read through them carefully and make sure that you understand the market conditions where you're investing. Real estate goes up and it goes down, so you need to understand what the market is like where you are, even down to specifically the market where that particular house or property is. Do not invest before you understand the real estate supporting the tax lien, because the lien's only as good as the real estate, because either you're going to get the real estate or you're going to expect someone else to bid enough to pay you off, or the owner is going to be attached enough to the real estate to pay off the taxes. So the real estate is the commonality to that. So get to know those local tax lien rules, regulations, laws, and practices, because the more you know, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions. Now, if you're interested in learning how to make money from tax liens and also from tax deed sales, which is the sale that happens if they don't pay the lien, and also from a related business, which is just a dynamite business called overages, I'm excited to offer you a free course. You sign up by using the link in the description below and unlock the potential for financial success. So together, let's build a brighter financial future.